welcome or welcome back to yours truly. My name's Elijah. Everyone just calls me Dahhhling. And if you're new to the channel, we do a lot of Knott's Berry Farm content here, as you can see the background. I do a lot of stuff in the park, and every now and then I may do stuff here in the studio. Like for instance, today, like I said, 90% is Knott's. The other 10, we do hauls, sometimes restaurant reviews or mukbangs, maybe here and there. I used to do those a lot back in the day, which would be on Friday's video, Aloha Friday. Those will be there. But today is Pin Me Up Wednesday. I had a lot of pins at the time coming in, so every Wednesday I would show you a pin or pins. Not collecting as much as I used to, trying to slow down on that because they do add up, and space is very limited now. I just have so much, so I gotta kind of pick and choose now what I want. So probably about, I would say maybe about a month, maybe 2 months back, there was a collab, and it's pick your top 10 pins, and I was invited by Sarah from Sarah's Disney Magic. I had a lot on my plate, and I was barely getting out my Aloha Friday videos at the time, so there was just no way I could do it. But she said, no worries, just hey, when you do it, let us know, tag us so we can see your top 10. So again, this is not the top 10. I will show you, there's probably like 3 in here that I maybe would have put in my top 10, just because I have a lot of pins right now in my closet, and there's boxes and boxes and boxes. I didn't feel like pulling everything down and getting like the top 10 that I like. So for now, I'm just gonna show you what I can get that was at the top. I have maybe 3 or 4 new pins, which I haven't shown you, so I'm gonna do that last, and then I'm gonna show you the pins I've probably already shown either, if not this year, maybe last year at one point. But anyways, we're gonna start off with this. So happy Pin Me Up Wednesday, y'all. I also want to thank Shay, it's Giara, Stephanie, and Devney for starting this Pin Me Up. All you have to do, again, if you want to see all the other channels, just go to the search engine and type Pin Me Up Wednesday. You'll see all the other videos pop up. You can check everyone else's there. So this one I did show, came in this box, and I think it was last year, maybe the year before now. It was it's a collab, but this is by Bubble Bar, and this is a very cute pin. You all know that I love like red glitter, especially like red, because I love, like I mentioned in past videos, I love the Wizard of Oz. I love Dorothy's shoes. I have a couple of Loungefly bags that have that glittery or sequence on them. So I know, don't come for me. I do Disney content and stuff. I'm not a fan of Mickey or Minnie. I don't have too many pins of that. I might have maybe 2, just because of it was either the background or something they were in. I don't have too many of Mickey and Minnie. I do have the jumbo pins, which were from Amazon. Let me show you. All right, so this is gonna be actually one of the boards, again, that probably would have been in my top 10. So let's just start off, and this is the 100 Years of Wonder. Again, I don't collect the majority of these characters on here, but mainly what I wanted to show you is that I do have Mickey and I do have Minnie. These were, again, Amazon exclusives, and I'm glad that I picked them up. They were my favorite color. Mickey's in purple. Pink is my next favorite color. Underneath is Ariel. You know, she's my #1 princess, so I had to pick her up, and she's in like purple, like a lavender color, so there was no question there. But anyways, I have Pooh. Let me just go over real quickly. Then there's again Mickey and Minnie. They were just part of, these were 2 waves. So the first wave came out, and then a week later the second wave came out. And again, I don't collect any of these characters. Like for instance, Snow White. I think I have maybe 1 or 2 other pins of her. I don't collect Elsa, Dumbo, Woody down here. But I wanted something special to remember the 100 Years of Wonder. So this would have been in the top 10 pins that I would have shown. So this is gonna be like maybe half. I got like maybe 1, 2, 3 other pins, but I'll show you that maybe might have made it. And these also came out, part of the 100 Years of Wonder. These are the Diamond Edition ones. Let me show you. So again, you know, I love Pooh, And they all have glittery backgrounds. Tinkerbell, I love. You can see she's up here, that's why I put her on the top. And then I love the movie Coco. So I picked up Miguel. And then it does say 100 on the bottom. So anyways, these pins, this is pretty expensive, y'all. I did have another board, which I'm gonna put them on, but I just haven't had time to transfer them over. But that video was named my $1,000 pin board, which was true. The pin board was pretty expensive. And then these pins were $35 each. So 35 times however many you see here, plus the tax and the shipping and ad and all that. These were from Amazon. These were $40, 40 a pop. And then the diamond ones were also $30, 30 or 35. So yeah, so anyways, this is number one, but I do want to show you, I do have very few of Mickey and Minnie. And these again were from Amazon. So again, don't come for me. I like Mickey and Minnie, but I just don't collect them that way. So when this pin came out, I love the VW, the old Volkswagen bus, and that's what it is. So in here we have some balloons coming out of the side. We have Donald driving. There's Minnie, we have Mickey, and then we have Daisy. So let me show you. So I know there's a few others that also picked up. Do you see the front right here? So it's very glittery. It may look very subtle here, but it's very sparkly, it's very shiny. Again, under certain lighting, it does pop. But Bubble Bar did come out with this. Another one that they came out with that I want to get. And it's a Christmas one. And I think it's like a little train, and they're kind of like pulling, and there's different characters in each cart. So I believe that one's still available. So it does say party time. And I think, oh yeah, the wheels. The wheels move. They do roll. So that's a cute element. Okay, so this is probably one I would have put in my top 10. All right, so here's another one. I know a few other content creators also purchased from this business. And again, packaging to me is everything. That's the top. And also there's a sticker. And it says, "Story time awaits." Okay. There's the little foozles, or whatever you want to call them. And we have the pin on the bottom. Okay, so these are large pins. You see my hand. Okay, so this is the back. It does say "The Nightmare Before Christmas." Beautiful pin. So the little sticker, it said "Await story time." That's because this pin is in the shape of a book. And you all know I love me some NBC. So we got Jack, we have Sally, and there's 0 on the bottom. Very heavy. This is a hefty pin. Again, there's 4 backings, 4 prongs. A little thick, you can kind of see that it's kind of thick. But I just love this pin, so when I saw it, I had to have it. The top does say "Nightmare Before Christmas." We got some pumpkins on the bottom. And then I love me some Oogie Boogie. So we got Oogie Boogie in the corner over here. Lock, Shock, and Barrel on this side over here. So gorgeous pin. I love it. Very hefty. Okay, so eventually if I ever get to the top 10 pins, I would probably do that video. Maybe, hopefully soon, maybe the end of the year, not too sure. But these are just some of the pins I was able to grab in the vault, in the closet. Like I said, I have tons of pins. This was another one I ordered, okay, from this small business. It's another storybook, and you can already see it says Sleeping Beauty. 4 prongs, also a thick pin, very hefty. And this is just beautifully done. The colors are there. This was a must for me. So sorry for the glare, but right there you can see Maleficent on the top. The colors, ombre effect, the dragon form down here. We got Prince Philip down here. And then the bottom does say Sleeping Beauty. It's just a gorgeous pin, gorgeous pin. The colors and everything. She's even beautiful. You know, they did her really well. Look at her face, gorgeous. and then like she's in a bubble. So she did this pin really well. It was definitely worth the price. This was a must, so I had to have that. And again, I just love the boxes that she put them in. All right, so we have one here. I believe this is from, so this is a fantasy pin, and it's by Rainbow Mermaid Pins. So that's what it looks like. Okay. Beautiful pin. This one came, I probably had this one probably for a little over a month now, and just haven't had really time for these Pin Me Up Wednesdays. Oops, I just ripped it, but anyways, that's their sticker. And y'all know I'm a huge fan of The Little Mermaid. Like I said, that's my #1 princess right there. So she included a sticker. So when you get the sticker is gonna be of the pin. It's kind of holographic. So you have, they're sitting and Eric has a plate. Right, looks like they might be having dinner or something. You see the beach in the background. Okay, and then just the regular sticker. Okay, so this is B. So they have A. I guess they didn't have any more of the A's. So because normally I don't like getting anything less than an A, right? So a B. Sometimes the B's are still good. I prefer an A, but that's all they had. And then the name of this pin is called Don't Be Shy. Right, and in this pin, it's a limited edition of 40. So they have 40 of these pins, and I love it. So I can't wait to add this. I'm gonna have to get a new pin board because I'm out of space right now for my aerial pins. So there's no more space. So anyways, it's gorgeous, and it has 3 prongs in the back. Size of my palm. Yes, it's a large pin. Beautiful. Beautiful. Also stay tuned because we all know Magically Horrific does beautiful pins. And he did one. It was a pre-order. And no question, I saw it, I had to have it. Prince Eric is very handsome, y'all. Handsome prince. So that's all I'm gonna say. I did a pre-order on that, so that probably won't be getting anytime soon because if you know Magically Horrific, he likes his pins. Not to say that any of these other small businesses, right, that do pins don't like it. You know, their pin's superb. Everyone loves a nice, well-done pin. And Magically Horrific, yeah, he's no exception. He's really up there, and he needs to make sure that, you know, it suits him, the colors are right. So stay tuned for that pin. I'll definitely will be showing you all here. All right. Got a couple more packages and then we're gonna go ahead and end it here. So this one is also from, okay, Rainbow Mermaid Pins. So this is another one from them. There's gonna be 2. I ordered 1 and I will tell you why that is. So again, these are fantasy pins. This is the first one. I'm gonna leave it in the package. I think we can kind of see. So obviously he's from like those what is it, like the anime or those Digimon or some kind of Pokemon series or something of that sort, but they kind of like integrate them with Disney characters. I prefer, I've mentioned this in the past, I love mermaid pins. Mermaids are beautiful too. I love mermaid pins, but I love merman pins. And I kind of want to start a board. I have a few right now. So I have a pin board and I have a few pins. So that's what I want to do, is start a pin board of just merman on there, just start a collage. And I have, like I said, I have a few of them here. I just got to get that started, but I love merman pins. And for me, I would have been happy if it was just him, or if he had the sea life around him would have been fine. But instead of putting like Donald in like an octopus suit and like Goofy in a turtle, I would rather have had the actual just octopus, the turtle. Flounder could have stayed. We have Flounder, we have Sebastian, that would have been fine. But Goofy and Donald, I don't know, you all. that was kind of like a little iffy for me. I was like, but I got the pin because again, I like merman on that. Beautifully done, and I liked it. Overlooked these two, and I picked it up anyways. So when the time came when she was gonna ship these out, she put a little group chat on Instagram saying everyone should have received a pin, and everyone did, honey. But this was the pin I got. Y'all know I love Mermaid, and I love Ariel and Eric and all that stuff, and I love Ursula. But y'all, I didn't order this pin. So this is a grade A. Like I tell you, I only order if I can, if it's available, grade A. I don't like anything less. And like I said, B isn't that bad. You probably won't even notice the little defects on it or whatever. But anyways, I was like, I don't think I ordered this pin. So I had to go back and check everything and the receipts and go back on our conversation. And so I messaged her and I said, I don't think I ordered this pin, but I received it. She looked back on her files and she was just like, oh my gosh. She goes, now I couldn't understand why I had an extra pin. Everyone was accounted for, blah, 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 right? And she goes, thank you so much for hitting me up. She was losing it because she was telling me very organized. So for something to happen like this was just like messing with her mind. She couldn't understand. So when I sent her this, she was like, now I know where it went. So she goes, I'm so sorry. Let me go ahead and send it out to you ASAP. I said, oh, thank you, honey, no rush. I just wanted to make sure. So I'm like, I know I didn't order this pin. I go, so anyways, let me know where you want me to send this. I can send this back to you. And she's like, oh, no. For the trouble, I'm so sorry. She goes, just go ahead and keep the pin. My apologies, and I'll get your pin out ASAP. So honey, so that's why I got these two. Excellent customer service. And like I said, I love Ariel, so I might put this on there too with my new Ariel pin board. But anyways, I got these two. Aren't they cute? Okay, so now we're down to our last pin, also a fantasy pin. For some reason lately, like these fantasy pins have just been so beautifully done. Now, not to say that licensed pins are not, those are gorgeous too, but I'm telling you, some of these fantasy pins are gorgeous. Okay, so all right, so it came in this little package. This was the card. Okay, so it says, she wrote a little message on the back that says, Elijah, thank you for your purchase. I hope you love your new pin. Love, Moon Ray. So she wrote a little message on that. I didn't want to say it because I don't want to show you just yet. But I love pastels. And again, this is part of the Pokemon, that type of thing. This is the back. It's a large pin. There's 4 prongs. And they're white. It kind of reminds me of like Jigglypuff. But it's not. So if you're familiar, you know that that's Kirby. And let me turn it, well, no, because these are on the outside. I kind of like that. I see when they do that, but sometimes I don't, because when I want to take off the pin, I got to pull these out. But see how they're on the outside. So anyways, I think we'd be able to see it. And gorgeous pin. I saw it and I had to have it. Look at those colors. The pink, the purple, the blue, the green, the yellow. It is gorgeous. Kind of catch it in that. I know it's maybe right there too, but anyways, it is a large pin. You can see my palm. It's about 4 inches, but it's Kirby. Also, what I like, which is probably not picking up, if I get closer, it does have glitter. You see the little specks? So the purple has glitter. All that pink, the green, the blue, there's glitter in there. And you can see it's picking it up. You can see the glitter in there. So not only is it pastel-y, honey, but we got glitter. And I love pastels, and y'all know, you've been with me, glitter is my thing. So pastels and glitter, yep. So I don't really collect Kirby or anything, but he's very cute. He's pink, or she's pink. Is Kirby a girl or a boy? I think maybe a boy, right? I don't know. And so this was a must. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if I have the time to dig into that vault, maybe I will do my top 10. But for sure, that 100 Years of Wonder, that would have been in there. Also, let me show you. we're gonna end it with this, because this is another one I would have definitely added to my top 10 and will always be part of my top 10. But that collab was supposed to be for 2025. 2024 could have been a different top 10. Things change and maybe we have different favorites now. But going forward, I think this will always be my top 10. Hold on. All right, you all. So again, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Truly appreciate you. This is Pin Me Up Wednesday, kind of slash top 10. I did throw some of them in there, but that video will probably come later on, hopefully. So I appreciate you, all the love, liking the video, sharing. And if you're new again, don't forget to consider hitting that subscribe button if this is your cup of tea and you liked everything about the video. Again, I do Pin Me Up Wednesdays every now and then. Aloha Fridays, that's every Friday, so stay tuned. Majority is, again, like I mentioned before, Knott's Berry Farm. We do little hauls too, so which you'll see on Friday. So Friday is gonna be a little haul. Stay tuned for that. And then Sundays, you guys, I started a new series. So I have new episodes coming out. It's called Sunday Vlogs with Dahhhling. So I hope you all are enjoying those episodes. It's just get to know me a little personal versus Pin Me Up Wednesday was just pins. Aloha Fridays is just knots again and stuff, and like a little bit of other things. But anyways, again, I just want to say thank you before we close out with this. This is my favorite. I have this out in the studio, and it is Coco, you guys. I love the movie Coco. I just want to say again, every time I show this pin, I want to say thank you to Pam, and her friend Cindy does cross stitch. Well, this frame right here, Pam actually gave to me probably like a little over 2 years ago. I didn't have anything to put my pins in, and she was so nice, and she sent me this frame. So Pam, so thank you for the frame. Now the cross stitch inside, y'all. All right, so let me lift it up because the glare is really bad. It's this way. Okay, so this is, let me stand up a little bit. All right, so this is my Coco pin board. Now the cross stitch you see in the middle, that was done by Cindy, that's Pam's friend. And I love it. The colors are beautiful, it pops. And these are the pins that I have, and I kind of want to expand or broaden the Coco pin board. So there's a few more pins that I've seen, and maybe eventually start a second one, or maybe just transfer it all into a bigger board. Not too sure, but I love the way it looks in here, so I might just keep it the way it is and just start a second one because everything just fits so perfectly in here. And some of the pins too in here Pam did give me. I've been wanting, I used to call it the dragon, but she found it and she got that pin for me. But yeah, this was part of the 100 Years of Wonder. And these are the papals. These were the blind box series that they had. I didn't want them all, I just wanted a few. Mainly I wanted Mama Coco, and then I wanted the one I called the dragon, and then I wanted Miguel. The only reason why I have this one in here was because it was purple and I love purple, so I just added it to the board. These were from was it Hot Topic or Box Lunch? It was one of those. This was from Pink a la Mode, so that was a must, Mama Coco. And then this came in a set, so it was this piece, and then this piece right here. So anyways, that is my Coco board. So Pam, thank you so much again for the picture frame. It fit beautifully in there. And Cindy, thank you for the amazing artwork. So that's going to conclude today's Pin Me Up Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps me and the channel out more than you know. Other than that, happy Pin Me Up Wednesday. Don't forget to check out all the other channels. So all you have to do is just go to the search engine and type in hashtag Pin Me Up Wednesday. You'll find a bunch of other videos there. Again, thank you ladies. And it's just a great way for all of us to get together and just show the different pins that we have. So other than that, I love you guys for watching. Stay tuned. We got Aloha Friday coming out, and then after that we got Sunday Vlogs with Dahhhling. So I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Love you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Mahalo.